Hey, yeah, well, we are live here. I thought I'd call and talk because I see the thing that the Hall of Fame there put out that they're going to be sending out the list for the. They've already kind of got the nominated for the list for the players, and I know that there's some names on that list that you may not have any idea about. Just because there's three players I've seen on there for sure that that are pre 2020, so pre COVID, pre pre all that stuff. Which maybe a lot of people, like you said, you have no idea about, and so kind of what I'm going to be doing with the show here is we're going to go and bring back some old matches, some old games from before that, maybe even some after all of that, just to kind of get you familiar with some of the names and how those players and how some of them dominated the game pre 2020, just before the influx of all the players that come in. I know some people have said, well, before there was all the big stuff there like that went on. Game was a bit smaller. There wasn't as many stuff going on, but there was still a lot of stuff, still a lot of great players, and some stuff that was some of the players that dominated the game. Uh, Names like Jeff Shantz, many regional titles, conference titles that he had. Same with Scott Sullivan. Them together as a team, they were a pretty dominant team. Um, Other name like Corey Golbeck, uh, 2017-18 Player of the Year in the ACL in Canada. He was an overall Player of the Year and Singles Player of the Year. So he basically dominated that year, and even kind of up until we had to take that break, and then just some other stuff on there. He just didn't come back. So kind of the same with Scott Sullivan. He kind of there was the way life shifts and everything, but we're going to be coming back. We're going to bring in, I'm not sure if we're going to call it Cornhole Back in the Day, Cornhole Rewind. Going to go back in the analogs of stuff. I know some of the video might not be the best. I've been kind of working on some stuff and getting some stuff there. So it's just something fun to look back. I know that going back through the videos that it was it was a fun time. It was a lot of banter back and forth on the boards, which was really good, really fun, and it was like I said, it was just fun going back, knowing that I was there for some of that stuff. Some other names I was kind of looking at with some stuff that's going on. Um, I've had to kind of give some people some heads up that this is going to be happening. Being We got to have some video of Craig Raymond playing. I know some of you guys have been able to see him. I know we lost him way too soon. Some videos of Corey Golbeck's father, Dickie Golbeck, and having his roll shots here way back when, and just it was just some fun times with some fun people, and it was good. So we're gonna look back at that, and uh, and just kind of have some fun, just looking back at some of the other names. I know I've seen some video of Steve Pohl back in the day as well. So we're gonna have some fun. If you're watching in chat, let me know if you're watching because some of you guys are at work. Some of you guys are just getting done work. Just thought I'd pop in to say hi with that there, just because it's we're gonna be kind of doing some stuff um, with that. So that's gonna be coming out. I'm not sure if we're gonna be putting it off on the YouTube side and the Facebook side, but we'll be doing something with that. Just trying to bring some stuff up on my phone here. Um, hey, Candy, how you doing? Yeah, see, the chat here on the right, I don't see anything. But I've now got in here. I'm seeing that Candy's in here. Tyler, how you doing? Not Brett. It's Tyler. But yeah, just gonna kind of look back at some older stuff. Uh, you'll see just some of the old duck cloth bags. Some of you guys may remember that. And just some of the older stuff, and just the game has evolved, but we did have a lot of fun back then. So we're gonna be doing, like I said, some older videos, maybe even tap into some of the older ACL stuff. So we're gonna how I'm gonna do it here is play the video and maybe even do a little bit of voiceover. Have me down the corner. Just I'll recall to some of these games. Possibly even have some of the people who were involved in those games come in and chat as the game is going on. Bring them in. Just kind of like it's kind of like I said, just have some fun and remember all of those times. Got to look back, seeing Steve Pohl back 2019, I believe it was. Match with him, white issues, like he hasn't changed with that. He had the towel. Remember Steve Pohl with the towel. Seen some stuff as well with Dean Lang in 2019. And just some fun stuff like that. We'll look back at some of the Canadians playing down at the 2018 Worlds down in Cherokee. We'll look at some of those matches there. So it's just going to have some fun and looking back and giving me a chance to call some of those older matches again. I had a chance to talk with some people this morning about it, and just looking back at some of those matches. And I remember Mike Nielazaric and his brother Joe coming down to play in KW their first time, and I had no idea which one was which. Had no idea who was Mike, who was Joe, and also first time seeing Nielazaric on that screen. It scared me a bit. Not gonna lie, trying to pronounce that. But no, it's some stuff. Maybe even trying. Like we got some other games. We had Mike Ferreira, PJ Sorrow come up to play some games. So we'll have them. Got some games with Bobby Sperry when he first started coming up. So it's gonna be some fun times with that. Andy's over on the YouTube side. Good job, Andy. But yeah, Candy. Yeah, it's he's still selling those. Those are fun bags. I think we still have some at the trailer, I believe. But yeah, they were. If you didn't play with duck cloth bags, you're missing out, big time. But yeah, so there's that. So gonna have some fun with that. But then other things. How about that draft yesterday? That pro teams draft. Montreal just did it again. Like they've lost some key players, picked up some key people, taught some people, and I think what's really going to make the difference in some of them is the bottom four of the teams. I was kind of looking at that and which teams improved their bottom four. But like I said, it's going to be fun to see. How about those people that made me look smart? And I was kind of going through it. I got my list right here. I don't know if you can see it. There's names right there. But I was looking at that, and of my top 15 players that I had done here, and I've sent some other people the list. Keep it private. Just kind of some people may not like where I slotted them in. But of the top 15 players, I had 12. I nailed 12 of the top 15 selections, including all 5 in the top 5. I had them a little bit different order, but they all went in the top 5. So maybe I got the calling of just being the prognosticator. Can't play, but I can talk about it. Yeah, Tyler. Yes, Toronto did make some big improvements. So I'm not sure if it's enough to take over first, but I know the big additions with Simone in there and that. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting this year with the pro teams with and the change up to Sunday mornings is going to be the other big change. So it's definitely some fun. I was doing some stuff with for Quebec City this morning, trying to get some of the commercial drone footage and everything all set up and trying to get some more of that stuff in. So I'm ready to get going with this season. I think it's going to be great. Looking to change some stuff up, maybe add a couple new little wrinkles. I'm not sure if they'll be ready for Quebec City, but hopefully be ready for Niagara at the end of November. So looking to have some fun because that's, that me going back, looking back at some of the stuff, because I was kind of talking with Jeff Waterman about it this morning, because we kind of rehashed the draft again and just kind of where cornhole kind of came from, and I was able to remember back some of the stuff back from 2018, 2019. I was like, don't ask me what I did yesterday. Ask me what happened at a tournament in 2018 or 2019. Especially, I think the one we were talking about was 2018, where if you're in the Barrie area, Cole and Kim Vivian. So Cole's brother. I just forget Cole's brother's name, unfortunately. But I remember that he did win a blind draw with Corey Golbeck as his partner. That was actually the first tournament that Joe and Mike were at. So they all four of them, actually all five of them, came down from Barrie together. But yeah, it was fun looking back at some of the stuff. We have another name from the past that you may not know that some of the OGs may remember is I've got a game with Dan McMaster, getting to see him play. So it's going to be some fun, and I hope you will like looking back at some of the older cornhole stuff that back when we first started, it was fun. You may get to see me probably not playing well because I never did, but you get to see me in some of those other games as well. So it's going to be some fun, and I hope you all will enjoy it. I've taken up enough time of yours right now because should all still be doing work. But yeah, it's going to be some fun. Donnie and I will be back this week. I'm not sure which night exactly yet, but I know it will not be tomorrow night, as I have my own cornhole stuff going on tomorrow night. So be interesting to see what's going to happen here this week with cornhole. And so everybody stay safe, have fun, because cornhole is just fun. Like, all you have to do is just go back and look at some of the old stuff where we all had fun, and hopefully you guys, like I said, you guys have fun this week, and we'll be back to see you again here. Mr. Byron, as I'm leaving, Byron kind of kicks in there. Byron, were you at that big tournament out in, I forget where it was, 10 grand to win? Wow, we all started to get going to Alberta. I know Aaron Giroux and Roger Gagnon, because he's a winner, took down that tournament. And big 10 G's for them. But so that's it. We'll hopefully see you here soon, and we'll hopefully you'll like the look back at some of the OGs of cornhole when we get to put that out. That should be out later this week. Other than that, again, like I said, have fun, stay safe playing cornhole, and just don't worry about the money, because payouts don't really matter most of the time. See ya.